This is our third season cruising Fiji, and we've spent a total of over 8 months cruising this country. I wanted to share some of the highlights of my favorite places that I've been and the people that I've developed the strongest connections with in the time that I've spent in Fiji. The village of Waimea is a little known village in what's called Viani Bay across from Taveuni. We stopped there on our way to the Lau Group and ended up staying for 2 weeks because the people of this village were so welcoming, warm, and we had so much fun. This village is absolutely beautiful, but it's not the beautiful scenery of the village that makes it special. It's not the delicious coconuts. It's not the incredible diving that is less than an hour away. We are off to go and dive the Great White Wall. What makes the village special is what makes everything special in life. It's the people. Oh, hi. Bula, bula. The people here are so welcoming and so warm. You just feel like you're a part of their family or a part of their community when you get here. What do you have there?
Birthday cake!
You just feel like you're home, like this place is your home. They've welcomed you into their home and you're a part of the community. And that's what makes this place special to me. And you get to go to school with the kids. The Lau Group in eastern Fiji is not the Fiji that most tourists see. But interestingly, in 1820, the Lau Group was the most well-mapped and charted area of all of Fiji. And this is because Captain Cook, who was the first European to discover the Fijian Islands, originally landed in the Lau Group in 1774 on an island called Vitoa. Today, the Lau Group is most definitely not the most well-charted area in Fiji. If you're coming sailing in this area, be warned. It's the worst charted area in Fiji, and the only way to reliably navigate is to use Google Earth images. The islands in the Lau Group remain very traditional, and they still practice many of the same cultural traditions, including the tradition of sevu sevu. Hopefully tomorrow we're gonna go do our very first sevu sevu.
Yeah.
Off to do sevu sevu! Woohoo!
What's sevu sevu?
So sevu sevu is when we go and visit the villagers here in the Lau Group, and we bring them kava.
We've got our kava here, all wrapped up in a nice little bundle. Who knows what they do with it? Apparently they grind it up and make a drink out of it.
That's it. That's the kava right there.
There it is.
That's the traditional ceremonial gift that you bring the villagers in order to, I guess, kind of pay tribute to them, in order to use their land and their waters, because we've been swimming in their ocean. And we're gonna go on their land. Aboing, aboing, aboing. We need to bring them kava to their village, and then they do a ceremony with us.
To welcome us.
To welcome us to their village and their waters so that we can use them. Not only are the Lau Group of Islands some of the most beautiful in all of Fiji, they're also the most culturally rich. It's like walking back in time and getting to experience Fiji the way I could imagine it being 100 or 200 years ago and arriving here as one of the first European explorers.
It's so beautiful here. Stunning. Like every time we're out on the water, I'm like, I can't believe this place exists. It's so amazing. Because it's like the water's green, then goes into blue, then dark blue, then white. It's just amazing. There's fish everywhere. And little mushroom rocks everywhere. And it's paradise.
One of the coolest things about sailing into the Lao group is on an island called Palanga, where they take their cultural traditions and history very seriously. You get adopted into a local family.
Well, you become a part of the village when you're assigned a host family. They become your family. And they're unbelievably welcoming and warm and nice. They're your host family forever. So if you ever leave the village and you come back at some point, you still have your family here, which is a really warm thought and feeling. It's really nice. Isn't it nice to have a host family in the village?
Yeah.
So you want to have it? Bola.
The island of Kadavu is one of the least developed areas of Fiji and is still heavily reliant on subsistence agriculture.
We are in Kadavu.
Captain William Bligh is the first known European to see Kadavu, and he sighted it in 1792 on his second voyage to Fiji. It is not known where the people of Kadavu originally came from. Some people think that their roots are Polynesian from Tonga, and other people believe that they're more Melanesian and came from the mainland in Fiji.
And we just sailed all night to get here. How did you like the night sailing, Anna?
Oh, rough seas and windy, rainy. I like it.
What is known is that the locals believe that Kadavu is the most beautiful island in all of Fiji. That they have the largest fish, the strongest kava, and the most beautiful women.
Hi, how you going? That's some bubbles. So here I am with Levi from Dravuni. And do you want to show us what you caught today?
Lobster?
Oh, it's in the fridge.
Yeah. But I'll try to shoot with a gun, and very lucky is one good fella to catch with a hand, eh? Who's the name of the...
Chris?
Chris, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Chris dragged the lobster out with his bare hands.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to cook this in the pot.
I will always remember Kadavu and the small island of Dravuni on its northern end as the place where Miya celebrated her first birthday.
We are here for a special day, just to celebrate the 1 year old for Miya. It's a privilege for us to be with you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Miya. Happy birthday to you.
Sailing is a great way to explore the world, experience new cultures, and see new things. But sometimes it's nice to just sit in one spot for a while, have fun, and enjoy the natural playground that the ocean is. There's few spots better in the world to do this than the Mamanuca Islands in Fiji. It is late afternoon here in the Mamanuca Islands in Fiji. In the Mamanucas, we generally stay in a place called Musket Cove on an island called Malolo Island. Way back before written history, the oral tradition is that the islanders of Fiji who lived on the main island believed that the island of Malolo was a place that God created where the sun would rest. And this is because Malolo is to the west of the main island in Fiji. And so while they worked in the fields, the Fijians would see the sun setting all of the time behind Malolo Island, and then it would disappear. So they believed that the sun stopped on Malolo Island and would rest before reappearing the next day in the east in the sky. This legend is so prevalent in Fijian culture, it doesn't matter which island a Fijian is from, they know the saying, the sun always comes to rest on Malolo Island. The Mamanucas are said to be some of the most beautiful islands in Fiji, and we came here for primarily three things: the snorkeling,
the scuba diving, and the surfing.
There's 5 major surf breaks that are within a 4-mile boat ride of the main anchorage here in Musket Cove, which, if you're a surfer, makes this one of the top destinations to sail to in the South Pacific. Fiji is an amazing country, and you could literally spend years in this country and not see everything. If you do come here, I hope you stop at some of these spots, as they truly are special places that I will always remember, and they're definitely worth checking out. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel down there and click that bell so that you get notified of when my latest episodes come out. We'll see you next week.